Well, good morning, everybody here today at 7500 York Cooperative. It is good to be with you on this beautifully sunny day. It is going to be another very mild day today, but my understanding is, let me check here really quickly, is that we may be having some snow tomorrow. And it looks like, well, it looks like we have forecast 3 to 4 inches of snow tomorrow between about 8 a.m. and 1 p.m. So plan your day ahead tomorrow for that. After all, even though that is still the last day of February tomorrow, our snowiest month is still ahead of us with March coming up starting on Sunday. Anyway, again, good morning, everybody. I don't have too much today for broadcast, so let me just jump right into a couple of quick announcements. One, of course, I think everybody knows, or everybody should know, that the York Room is open for sit-down lunch between 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. Now that is fast casual type of dining, so you make your order at the host or hostess station. They give you a number, you go sit down, and your food is brought out to you. And I have noticed that the patronage of the York Room has been increasing during the lunch hour. I'm really happy to see that. That's a good thing for both the York Room and the cooperative to have that additional opportunity to dine in, as well as the additional revenue that it brings to the cooperative. So thank you for that. If you haven't yet dined in, I encourage you to do so. They have a lot of tasty items on the lunch menu, and the new lunch menu for each week is available at the host station, as well as being posted on the 2 bulletin boards each week, so you can see what's available. So, great new amenity within the amenity of the York Room here at the cooperative. Also want to let everybody on the 3rd floor know that next week the annual unit inspections will be done for your units, and as is the usual practice, the inspections will start at 8 o'clock in the morning, and there will be maintenance techs that start at each end of the building, so with the 01 and the 49 stacks, and those maintenance techs will move their way towards the middle of the building. So you don't need to be home for the inspections, although I encourage you to be home so that you can see the work that the maintenance techs do to make sure that all of the cooperative-owned assets in your unit are functioning and well maintained. Everything from plumbing to electricity to appliances, windows, doors, so on and so forth. If you cannot be home or choose not to be home, our maintenance techs will enter anyway, and they will even notice that they were there. So just so you know that, but we definitely encourage you to be home for that. If you have any questions about that, please call Michael Ordorf on his office phone, or you can send him an email. That information is in the directory. Let me jump right over to Friday's lineup. A lot of activities today for the cooperative. So you never have an excuse to not have something to do if you choose here at the cooperative. 9 to 11 this morning is the card sale. I encourage everybody to come down for the the card sale in the hobby room and just outside the hobby room. Lots of very inexpensive cards that you can use for just about any occasion. Again, that is 9 to 11 this morning. 9:15 this morning, Tai Chi in the CAC. 9:30 on the balcony, men's social. Gentlemen, bring your coffee or your other beverage or treat and have a good time swapping stories and socializing with your friends and neighbors here at the cooperative. I pass by there from time to time and sit down, take a few questions on occasion. So it's a good opportunity for men to get together. 10:15 this morning in the CAC, Zumba is scheduled. So I encourage cooperative members to come out and get your Zumba on this morning. 1 o'clock this afternoon on the balcony, Mexican train dominoes. 1 o'clock as well this afternoon, Artist Open Studio in the hobby room. 1:30 to 3:30 this afternoon, French Silk Pie Day in the fireside room. And I'm guessing that there is probably coffee as an option with that, perhaps an additional cost. Maybe it's included in the cost of the pie. I am not sure, but show up and find out and have a delicious piece of French silk pie. That was my favorite when I was in college. What was the pie shop that used to be open in Roseville? I can't remember the name of it now, but they had French silk pie and it was all the rage. A little too rich for my blood these days. I am more of a coconut cream pie or a banana cream pie type person, but French silk pie is available today. Come out and get that. Enjoy that with your friends and neighbors. 1:30 this afternoon, Low Vision in the social room. A great amenity, a great opportunity for those who have challenges with vision. 5 o'clock tonight, happy hour on the balcony, and bring your beverage of choice, some snacks, some treats, but don't eat too much because we want everybody to be patronizing the York Room. And I will mention that tonight, one of the favorites of members here is making its return to the York Room, coconut shrimp with a sweet orange sauce, served with fried rice and stir-fry vegetables, and a gluten-free substitute is available. I hope that the members pack out the York Room tonight, because I know that is a favorite of members, and it is a favorite of mine as well. I have not had it here at the cooperative, but at Red Lobster, I have certainly had that, as well as in the Philippines during my 30-plus years there. So again, happy hour at 5, but don't eat or drink too much. Get into the York Room tonight for the coconut shrimp. 7 o'clock tonight, one of the cooperative's favorite activities, bingo in the CAC. And also at 7 o'clock tonight, 500 is being played on the balcony. So a lot of fun and interesting activities for members here. And let me look ahead to next week. 3 o'clock on Sunday, Rising Stars series. Let me see what that is about. And that is 3 o'clock in the CAC and on York TV. which is channel 1971. Do You Love Classical Music? Emma Taggart, who performed here as a young girl, returns as a college graduate and a master's candidate at the Manhattan School of Music. Emma has appeared with the Minnesota Orchestra and has received top awards in several competitions. Sounds very accomplished. She has performed at Carnegie Hall and the Russian Marble Palace, so she is quite accomplished, and at prestigious American music festivals. You will not want to miss Emma. That is being hosted by the Music and Arts Committee. Again, Sunday, 3 o'clock in the afternoon in the CAC and on York TV. And then, one of the most important activities of the month for all members is the board report to the members. That is also in the CAC and on York TV. 7 p.m. I encourage everybody to come out for that, as well as the monthly management report that I and other staff members present at. Since the cooperative does not have open meetings, these are your opportunities to hear firsthand directly from the board, and with the management meetings directly from management staff members, what important things are being done here at the cooperative. And then lots of interesting things going on during all of next week. A lot of green identified things on the calendar, and I'm going to let all of you members review all of those. All right. I think that is all that I have for announcements today. I know that the York Times is coming out today, so I encourage everybody to read that. So much hard work goes into that on or by the newsletter committee and editor, as well as Kara Crow, who is our Director of Resident Activities and Services. She lays the whole thing out, gets it printed, and works with our other staff to get it delivered by volunteer couriers. So enjoy reading that. Always a lot of good and interesting information there. Be kind, everyone. It doesn't cost us everything. It costs us nothing to be kind, unless perhaps you want to do a random act of kindness that may have some cost to it, but I think most of us can afford to do something like that. So be kind, do random acts of kindness, share a smile, make your life, the lives of others around you here at the cooperative, in the community, the state, the country, and around the world better. Have a great day, everybody, here at the cooperative, and a wonderful weekend. I'm having an awesome weekend because half of my grandkids, 3 of my grandkids, are coming over to stay the night tonight, and we'll have a fun day tonight and tomorrow, and that is my favorite activity, spending time with my grandkids. So again, have a great day, a great weekend, and we'll see you around the cooperative today.